Hello again, all this Eatmopie, and here's one more scenario. This is number 3 of the 4 for patch 5.3, the 4 new ones. The Secrets of Ragefire. Now, you were coming down here with the Gob Squad, and yes, you are a goblin. It doesn't matter what race you are, you become a goblin. You get a special action button, rocket boots, and, well, it does exactly what you'd think it does. Yeah. Now, Garrosh, the Jagoff, he's locked off Ragefire Chasm, and the Gob Squad is here to investigate to see what's going on and handle some business. Because it's shady. And you may have noticed that there's no voice acting yet. I would imagine that's just because they haven't added it. All the other scenarios thus far has voice acting, and it's a shame that this one doesn't yet. I'm saying yet because I think it has to. Goblin voice acting is always hilarious. They always say funny things, and there are some funny quotes and things that happen in this that I didn't really pick up on until I watched it later. So you pay attention to what the goblins are saying, and you might get a little chuckle as we go through. But anyway, some sinister orcs down here doing some sort of thing like orcs do, over top of Big Metal Grate, which is over top of lava. It's not burning their feet though, so that's cool. That doesn't make much sense. It never really did. But anyway, and yeah, you may notice I'm playing a Ret Paladin. I just happened to be on the Ret Paladin when I was doing this. I was messing around with one because they buffed them. They buffed their mastery, and I was just trying it out. I don't have a 90 on live. I think he's 87, and I've been leveling him slowly. If you're on my friends list, you probably have seen me on my little Pymore Moo Cow Paladin. Just screwing around. But, yeah. So my rotation is terrible. I'm not a very good paladin. Don't make fun of me. It's just the point of showing you what you have in store when you do this scenario. And yeah. So this boss is really easy. There's really nothing to it. Don't stand in the bad stuff. You can interrupt him, but apparently I forgot that I have an interrupt. Or I don't know. Maybe I missed. Anyway, after that, the next part is to investigate the crates, investigate the eggs. They've got all sorts of things happening down here in Ragefire Chasm. And even floaty horsies. Hello, little seahorse. Now this part, I didn't realize what was going on at first, but when you click on one of these items to take to the Gob Squad, they're over there building the masterpiece of a bomb. When you pick something up, you can't do it while you're in combat. You have to kill all the mobs that pop, and then carry over the pieces of the bomb that you need. The batteries, the cannonballs. Obviously, you need the floaty horse. Yeah, you got tons of whelps. Oh, there's just some shady stuff happening down here. It's like Blackrock shady. You know what I mean? That's the feel that I get. It's the Blackrock feel. So, and it's this entire patch is leading up to us beating the piss out of Garrosh. So there's so many little lore things happening. Thrall is back, and he is with Vol'jin. I'm not sure if Garrosh knows about that yet, but they're basically planning to undermine him, the Horde. They're gonna steal their resources. I believe there's daily quests that go into it. It's all about leading up to, removing Garrosh from power. So that's kind of exciting, and that's going to be patch 5.4, which I imagine is not that far away because they're just flying through things. So I would not be surprised if BlizzCon, which is coming up fairly soon, a few months away, they're going to announce the next expansion. So, which I'll make a prediction right now, has something to do with the Titans. Want to bet? Yeah. Revenge of the Titans? World of Warcraft, Revenge of the Titans? Maybe? It could happen. I don't know. I don't know why they'd be revenging, but anyway. So, you'll notice the little buff that I got there. I'm picking up the pieces that we need for the Masterpiece Bomb, and you'll see it when he's finished. And again, if you read the little goblin chat, they do say some funny things, especially one of them catches on fire at the end. It's hilarious. I laughed about it for like a minute. But you can only pick one item up at a time, and that's what the rocket boots are for. I wish I had a hotkey for my action button, but I don't. I just have never set it up. I don't know why. I probably should. And that's it. You're just taking the bits and pieces that you need. One more battery. I think he's got it. Here we go. Rocket boots. Thank you, Priesty. Alright, that's it. Final stage. Now this is kind of like a gauntlet fight. Once we fail miserably. Check that bomb out. That is just a goblin masterpiece right there. You gotta love the goblins. 3, 2, 1. Boom! And it's a nice change. The bomb actually blows you back. And most of them, you have like no effect. But I like to see that. Now this is the voice acting part I wish was in there. Oh, it's hardly a fire. You gotta love a flaming goblin. Anyway, that made me laugh like crazy when I first saw it. But yeah, voice acting will be good, I imagine, once they put it in. And here's the gauntlet part. You get some of the Garrosh elite guards. They're a little bit pissed off. They don't want us to get out. That's the whole idea, to tell, basically to tattle on Garrosh for what he's doing down here. So yeah, this is basically just to defend against the waves. And I don't remember how many waves there are. There's just a few. There's a couple big, giant monster troll, or not trolls, orcs. Nothing really crazy, and nothing's difficult. I mean, this is geared towards like a heroically geared player. Item 463, and I'm wearing full tyrannical gear, so somewhere around 500 item level. 498, something like that. Although I'm not hit capped or anything, still do plenty of damage. There's the giant orc monster thing, and it's just, you know, the final boss of the new Ragefire Chasm instance, which I just happened to do yesterday. So I'm refreshed on it. Yeah, I imagine he's creating monsters. He's creating an army. That's the whole idea of Garrosh is corrupt. He is a bad guy now. And this is just further showing how bad he's gotten. And he needs to die! And I want to kill him. And I want to loot his corpse. And I imagine they're going to try and like spin it so that he's like the Lich King. When you feel bad at the end, there's a little cinematic. Oh, Garrosh. They flash back to, you know, him on Draenor, Outlands, whatever, and being a good boy and a good soldier. Yeah, I'm not gonna feel bad. I've never liked Garrosh, not ever. I'm not really sure why we're building a portal right in the middle rather than just walking, you know, the 200 yards out the front door. So we could probably pull that off, but I don't know. Maybe they blocked us in. I didn't see that part though. But maybe it's going to be part of the voice acting. Hey, block them in. I don't know. I could see that happening. Blizz has been known to do things like that. Now generally you don't want to run through the fire like I am, but you know, I'm on a paladin, so I'm like glowy and fiery anyway. Oh, I'm so bad at a paladin. When Brady's a paladin, though. He's sitting next to me as we commentate, as I commentate. Yeah, and he doesn't like Garrosh either. So as you may notice, he is getting bigger and bigger and bigger because he's gaining stacks of Blood Fury, which is the orc, you know, racial. I'm not sure exactly what Garrosh is doing down here, but he's creating monsters for an army. And I imagine that's going to be when we do raid Orgrimmar, because that's what we're leading up to, patch 5.4, the Siege of Orgrimmar. I'm not sure if that's really what they're going to call it, but I think that's what they're calling the final instance of Pandaria. This is Pandaria. So, yeah. Anyway, so that's it. This is the final boss, and he really he's a warrior, obviously. He only has one ability that you have to watch out for, and you're going to see us just stand in it for, like, ever. It's that. It's like a little earthquake thing, and obviously if you stand in the bad glowy stuff, you're going to take damage. You can see all the damage I'm taking. All you have to do is move him out of it. If you have aggro, just step out, and you'll see the warrior finally. He got it. He got it now. And now it's an easy kill. There's really nothing to it. Now, this is just a regular scenario again, as you know. But I could see on Heroic that being something that kills you much, much faster. Because the Heroic scenarios are kind of heroic. I mean, they're not hard, but they're not easy either. You very possibly will wipe in them. At least the first time that you do them anyway, if you're not with a competent group. But anyway, yeah, that's really about it. Now, let me know in the comments below what you think. Are you excited about the scenarios? Are you excited about where World of Warcraft is going? The lore and all that stuff? Are you excited about me playing on EU? If you play on EU and you haven't heard, I'm playing on Ragnaros EU. I created a character. He's only level 29, but I'm going to get him up there fast. And why Ragnaros? Because Storm Scale is all Horde. And I don't want to play on a one-sided server. I want it to be very even. Ragnaros is the most even PvP server that I could find. And it seems good. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. This is Eatmopie. I'll see ya.